Hello, good night, everyone. This is Kim, and I am here tonight. I'm gonna be doing solo cast tonight, um, for LCEN versus ET Blood Moon. Actually, it looks like Blood Moon is on the blue side, so I'm gonna need to make an update because I thought they were gonna be on the red side for game one. So my bad. I'll make the updates, but we're just waiting for the draft to start, but so far I'm just expecting a really good series. Um, this is only really important for Blood Moon to guarantee number one seeding. LEC Noir is kinda already set in stone with their current record. I don't believe they actually have a chance since there's another match happening, or should be started already, that is gonna keep these guys out of potentials for the qualifier section. But still should be a good series overall. So let me just finalizing the updates here, and then we can talk a little bit about. We can talk a little bit about the draft. So we already see here Desire popping on here. For the side of Blood Moon, Fosbury has been having really good matches on Zaya. So quite exciting to see that he's gonna be focusing that champion. It's one of the most picked champions in the patch or recently. Zai is still pretty strong. We see the Rel from the side of the LC Noir, which is also a very good pick overall. She's still pretty strong in my humble opinion. Let me just try to get here some information for us, because I wish we could have gotten come earlier. So yeah, so one of the thing is, so we see the Viego, the Graves, and the Diana bands from the LC Noir, which are targeted for CAC. He's pretty much one trick Diana. He's really good at it. So expected to have this. Graves and Viego taking off good champs from Alej. He's the jungler from Blood Moon, also really good jungle. So trying to take that carry potential off. From the side of Blood Moon, they're taking Camille, Zac, and Kindred. Good picks overall that can do a lot in the game. So we see the Severe paired with Rail from the side of LEC or LCE, and the Alistar as a good counter into Severe because he should be able to uh, deal with Severe Shield with his combo. This is going to be the first match officially from Sprint Axe on the Alistar. Uh, Alij taking the J4 as a jungler, really interesting and a different vibe. He's probably gonna try to like keep the pace of the game as we see the Tristana. Now from the side of LEC, they Obongo has played a couple games with Tristana, two games with Tristana so far, one win and one loss. Um, a lot of Kaisa and MF, Morley and Severe picks. So another game of Severe. He has one, two, three, one, two, three, 5 games of Severe so far. Actually, 6 games of Severe so far. So he's gonna go to the seventh. So it's a good pick overall. Now the other things that I should be expecting is the Jax, maybe the Sejuani for the side of LDC. And well, they already took the Rail, but Rail could be jungle. I don't know if Itaconic can play, but Nautilus is one of the biggest champions that Storm the Bleach has played. Hey, I'm Popular Nikki. Let's go ET. Let's go. Hell yeah. So I don't know if you guys are seeing, but obviously I'm using the merch that arrived today for Eclipse and Tides. This is part of the Origin design. So you can see here the Camille, the Zad, the Nunu, the Aphelios, and the Rakan. The original picks that we had in the beginning. So pretty good, pretty comfy. And oh, Fourth pick Lulu, so that is a route jungle. That's interesting because Storm of the Bleach has only one game, two games of enchanters in the league so far. Very different from what they've shown so far. Um, we've seen the Fiora and the Thunder being taken out from the side of the LCE. Blood Moon taking the Maokai and Ivern, which are good picks overall. Itaconic had played a lot of Maokai before he started playing a lot of Sejuani. Um, we see Jax for top lane and Orianna, which is another good combo here for the side of Blood Moon. Alistar, J4, and Orianna just having a good wombo combo there. So let's see what's going to be the answer from LCEN, because it's going to be really important what they're going to put on that top lane. Because so far, ooh, they're going for Olaf. That's spicy. That's really, really spicy. Olaf into Jax. That is going to be a little bit of a skill matchup, but I do believe it should be good, okay for Jax for until 6, and then after 6 should be a bit difficult depending on how strong Olaf is. But I'm expecting to see a lot of plays here on this top side with Rel and Olaf into this Jack and J4. We should be expecting a lot of 2v2 top side. And yeah, the Ori pick is really it combines really well with J4. Now the question is how, like, they need to be careful because they have a Lulu and a Sivir in the backline and they can easily disengage depend if they can land use these Lulu's ult, the Sivir to block like a potential engage if it's not the Alistar. But overall, I kind of like Blood Moon's comp a little more. I think this comp is easier to execute. It has a more clear, execution plan. You want to have the Alistar J4 going in, get the Cataclysm, get the Oriental Shockwave on multiple members. J4 works actually pretty well into Olaf. Um, you know, Olaf will stay within the terrain, so that's good. That's a way of stop him. And Zai can also avoid dives from Rel and things like that. So really interesting and a good overall good picks. Really excited to see how this game goes on. And I do have something here I want to share. Um, let's see if I can do. Let's see if I hit create start. Alright, so I create a contest. You guys have 5 minutes if you guys want to participate or not. Basically is you can use the ET coins, the newly system that we implemented. Not the channel points. The channel points is the things that you can use to get highlight messages, things like that. Specific requests, but on a smaller scale. Now the contest itself is for the ETC points for the Twitch store. So if you want to get a shirt like this and you want to participate, feel free. So you guys accumulate, those points by watching. Every 10 minutes you watch, you get certain points, things like that. So the contest is just to, if you want to play, you can uh, choose who you think is gonna win based on whatever, and get your prediction. I'll still work a little bit on how to do this a little better. If you guys want to watch a little bit of the early game before committing, I think that's completely fine. But for now, I just open it for the first 5 minutes. So anyway, if you guys are interested, you can use commands. Let me see if I can find the commands again. You can use I under exclamation mark bat ETBM or exclamation mark bat LCEN. So it would be like this, or this, No spaces between the exclamation mark, but it's just an example. I'm going to put on the chat how it should look like in case you guys don't know how to use it. So I'm going to type here space just for clarification. Yeah, so it's something like this. So if you guys are interested in joining, feel free to do so. I'll do for game 1, game 2, and game 3 if eventually we go to game 3. But I just want to make sure you guys have the opportunity to participate if you wish. I'll also make the predictions if you want to use the channel points. But just a reminder, the channel points won't get you the coins necessary to get merch in the Twitch store. So just FYI. So we'll get these two going. Feel free to use whichever you think is best for you, whichever you feel comfortable on. But yes, so what we'll do is we'll take a very short break as we wait for spec delay, just a couple minutes, and we'll be right back when the action starts. So hopefully we can get more people to come here and have some fun and watch the game with us. But really excited for tonight. ETBM having a chance to clinch number 1 in the Void group. That would be huge as they would qualify for playoff directly. So we'll be right back, right into action. are back here to the Rift. Just waited a little bit because the ADC for LEC Nor had some connectivity issues. He disconnected, but he is back. Just gonna be updating here the final little things here on the screen. Seems that there was like a little change in what's called in the side selection for game one. So just a small update here. So and then we can get it going. Yep, we are starting. Let's go, man. Yeah, we just had some little issues here with a spec giving delays. It's freezing a little bit, so be patient with us if it happens during the game. But yeah, as I was just saying, it's freezing a little bit, so it is what it is. Um, One shout out to Unpopular Leaky. I saw that you, as soon as we went into the BRB scene, you did, bat in ETBM. I did too because I think these guys are coming in really hot. They want to keep that, winning streak, and they want to keep that momentum going. Especially because they're trying to keep number one, which is going to give them chances of fighting for better seeding when playoffs comes. So we did see like a 5 minutes 5 point, and now we see the Olaf getting information with Deep War there in the blue buff. He will still catch the top experience here for the first 3 minutes, but they know that J4 started the bot side, and excited to see what it takes what its mind's gonna do here with the J4. Looks like both jungles are facing the top lane because this Jax versus Olaf is really that important. Springtax face checking the Lulu, gives a headbutt, and the J4 went. Ooh, he went Krugs. Unless his bot lane gets level 2 first. Rel is pathing top already. Is J4's gonna look into something? Lulu, they got some prio there. Should put vision in the River Bush, not the Tri Bush. So, you see here in the bot lane, trying to get some vision, stay in the bush, sprint to X, but they're looking to do something here. Let's see what they're gonna do. Sprint Axe is level 2. Your mom's OP. They get the engage, they get the ignite. A lot of damage. Good CC, but doesn't manage to get the kill. They spot the J4 as Rare invades on the top side. So they managed to get a lot of damage. The ignite goes in. They use Sirius uses Ghost and Heal from the side of Lulu. So the bot lane is already down 2 summoner spells. So another engage from Sprintax and things could go really bad. But Rel managed to get the blue buff. She actually gets, yeah, she just steals the blue buff, gets another vision. They know where the J4 is, and that looks cheeky. Let's see what they're gonna try to do. We see the two jungles face each other, but Luke J4 seems to be gonna get the Scuttle Crab without any problems. First Blood! Old Bojangles just First Blood's your mom's OP by himself. I don't know what the receiver was doing. Oh wait, Obongo? He get he gets combo, but he just jumps away. So good First Blood by Old Bojangles. The wave was crashing. He managed to get the kill because Sivir just moved forward way too much. She got the full Feathers combo pull and got punished. We see Sprintax coming to Obongo again. J4 is here. I think it's might gets a good combo. Gets another combo. He managed to jump away. But Obongo is now really low. He needs to be careful. Sprintax is running on the map as Old Bojangles managed to get a good recall on a caster minion wave. Drakus comes in. Oh, the Lil Fizzy double combo on Drakenus. Is he gonna drop? Sprintax does die. I don't know if the J4 can get it. Okay, J4 managed to get the kill, but Iconic gets a double kill. That's a good fight, 2v3, where they managed to kill Lil Fizzy really fast. secure double kill on this rail. Draconis takes so much time to actually go down, and both J4 Alice and Alistar dies. And the wave's in a really bad spot here, so Olaf is not going to lose much as Itaconic here tries to hold the wave. But if he's not careful, he could get bursted. Oh, Little Fizzy! He jumps in, gets the kill. He gets the Q, auto attack, and W auto attack. And now your mom's OP flashes away, ignited, and Old Bojangles autos him to death. Little Fizzy, a little. Oh, Little Fizzy. I don't know if he has. He does have ward and just jump away. Okay. He had a really bad recall there in front of Olaf. Almost getting himself killed, but he managed to get away. Now your mom's OP doesn't have flash, and Deceiver is 13 CS, 14 CS down as Blood Moon goes for the first Drake. Draconis is 6. Lil Fizz uses his E. He needs to be really careful because he's low. And there's a good wave here for Draconis to try to do something. Lil Fizz goes in, he's low, he gets the Q, he gets the true damage. Draconis resets the axe. Oh, wait, they traded 1-for-1? No, they don't. Draconis gets the kill and resets as the wave bounces back. He definitely tried to do something cheeky there. The Lil Fizzy tried to stun on their turret, but Draconis had ult, and Lil Fizz does not have to be. He did get some, some of the XP, some of that CS, but the Olaf is in a good shape here with a pickaxe and a steel caps. Now we see Sprintax and J4 trying to do something on the Obongo, but he had vision and he knows where the J4 is. Itaconic is just stealing camps, making sure he has punishing these J4 for trying to do too many ganks. And he still has 3 camps on his side of the jungle to farm, as he has like he's pretty even so far. So it's 3 camps against 1. So he has like potentially a 2 camp advantage. But yeah, that's a very interesting start so far. Lil Fizzy now face checking Itaconic. He managed to jump to ward hop away, but he does get chunked a little bit more. Things are not looking good on this top side, but things are looking pretty good on the bottom side for Zaya. She currently has 600 gold advantage here, and there's a 400 gold advantage on the Olaf. And outside that, it's pretty. There's a 600 gold advantage on the rail, but pretty even everywhere else. Now, there's a lot happening. Pretty much 1 kill per minute in this early game. We see J4 coming here. Blood Moon has a good amount of vision on the top side. We see the Alistar roaming to Herald. He gets spotted on the seaward left by Rel. They know Blood Moon is starting this Herald. Good counter ward by Sprint Axe, making sure they know if a Rel is in the tri-bush on the top side. Luffy is getting poked by Olaf's axe, but he's not making any moves. Now, oh, Dracanis was trying to get. He managed. Wait, he goes back, but he does not have ult anymore. He ults and he ghosted. He still can be dove, but Luffy is a little low. Rel is coming. Are they gonna try with Sprint Axe? No, they're just gonna fall back. Dracanos managed to hold the wave before she crashes to avoid the dive, and now he's trying to freeze because he knows Jax cannot 1v1, and he stops Sprint's Axe reset. Now J4 stays because he needs to crash this wave, otherwise Lil Fizzy is in a really bad shape. So they're gonna do for another 3v2, but Dracanos has no ult. Sprint Axe does take a lot of damage from Olaf's E true damage. Obongo is super low. He tried to trade with Cactus. Cactus goes flash and Q and gets the Q. J4 goes in. Itaconic does a lot of damage. Now he's super low. He just needs to fall back. They won't be able to reset this wave. Nice solo Q by the Orianna. Getting 24 CS lead plus the Q. And getting a 300 gold lead on the team. So, pretty good start for Cactus. Now he's holding an 850 gold lead. Pretty good on this Orianna versus Tristana. So he's looking good. Lil Fizzy is behind in XP because he shared a lot, but he's still managing to have at least the same CSing as the Olaf. Olaf's gonna catch this next wave, so they're gonna have pretty much about the same CS. So that's good. So he's not like too far behind. So he's managed to hold out a little bit. Yeah, Roy, Cactus, he did flash for that, and Itaiconic is waiting for him to do something aggressive. He's here holding the bush patiently. He goes in. Obongo jumps in. Rel flashes, gets the W in, gets the reset. Obongo gets the Q. The reset jump with the bomb gets the reset, gets the 400 uh, gold on that kill. And now Tristan is just bouncing back. Now it looks like LCEN wants to fight for this Drake. They started already. Lil Fizz is walking. He comes mid. He goes straight. Sprint axe, looking for an engage. J4 goes in. They don't stop Itaconic with Catalysm, but they manage to force them away. Blood Moon will secure the second Drake, the Mountain Drake, as Orianna moves to top lane. She needs to be careful because Dracanos has flash. His Ghost gonna come up in a few seconds. He has a big wave. He gets another plate, and he has ult if he needs to go punish Cactus here. A lot of gold on this Olaf. By the way, Olaf is an E-sub for LCEN, so he is a late submission that LCEN made, but there was an agreement for waiving the bans, and they didn't lose bans. Wait, now Little Fizz is in bad shape. He has to ult. He flashes away. Olaf does flash too, but he is immune, and he's CC immune, and he just smashes Lil Fizzy 2 levels ahead on the Olaf. Gonna get probably another plate. As we see, there was an attempt of an invade, but they had vision. They have vision on this bush. They know what it takes his mind is here. They're gonna get some plating on Oddball Jenkins on the Zaya, but this Olaf is massive. Itaconic is here in case for a dive, and Tristan is right behind. Looks like they're gonna go for an engage. No, just a Q. Oldbow tries to get first turret, but okay. So they're still staying. They're still gonna try to push for first turret bot probably. Uh, Olaf, wait, Cactus gonna get jumped on. Itacon just comes in, gets the ult. Shockwave comes. He doesn't manage to live, and he just gets, you know, destroyed by this Rel Tristana combo. Really hard to play against when you have an immobile mid laner. And as we were looking at, the Olaf finished the Hydra, High Venus Hydra. He's sitting at a 1200 gold lead. The Tristana is still 200 gold behind, but uh, she does more damage at this point in the game than the Orianna with her Fallens. Oh, Lil Fizzy is gonna get caught. He face checks an Itaconic. He managed to hop away, but he cannot go to the top lane. Lil Fizzy is gonna no, Drakena is gonna get turret, but Oddbow is the person who got first gold blood or first blood gold. The Zai gets the actual 400 gold. Oldbow Jangles is sitting at 2 items. He's the only one that him and Olaf are the one that at 6k. Blood Moon is being the Herald. Looks like it's gonna be a 4v4 because LCEN are here. Sevier is not here. Oddbo Jungs are coming. They looks like their J4 is just walking away, so they're not gonna fight. There are a lot of people. There's some people pinging from Blood Moon to go in. They're en route, but they looks like they want to fight. But LC Noir has the Herald. Spritax protecting the C ward. Gets iconic. He ults and good ult by Old Bojangles. Olaf is coming. He's gonna ult. Flash gets a lot of damage. The Cataclysm stops the Olaf. Shut down. We see Tristana getting ulted by Lulu. Falls back. Iconic still alive. Good combo here. Yormom's OP flashes forward. Gets a lot of damage. Gets the knock up. But Blood Moon is winning the fight. They go two. They go 2 for 3. No, at the end of the day, they go 1 for 3. Zaya drops, and Severe and Olaf dies as well with Itaconic the Rel. But Obongo managed to stay alive, got some damage, but that was a good play by your mom's OP. He managed to flash to guarantee the kill onto this Zaya, so he got the shutdown. But it takes away his mind, also gets a shutdown on Olaf, so a way to stop him. Now, 40 seconds for Drake. We see a lot of wards from the side of Blood Moon on the bottom side. Alice Noir taking some vision, getting the Scuttle Cap, removing C wards there. Now they're gonna try to shove it bot lane so they can actually try to set up for this Drake and probably try to delay Soul. But a lot of fighting. Continue to have like a we're having like about 1 death per minute pretty much, so that's quite a lot. We see Olaf coming. No TP on Lil Fizzy. Old Bojangles needs to be careful because Drakenos has ult. He gets headbutted, it doesn't try to cancel it. Try to find the best timing to use that ult. But we see Lil Fizzy walking now towards the bot lane. Cactus City on the ward. Obongo jumps in. Itaconic is gonna manage to pull back. Good shockwave. Obongo managed to get the kill. He does not die. He gets the shield from Lulu. It takes what it minds, dies, and gives a shutdown for the Severe. Dracanis doesn't ult, doesn't flash, still has everything. And this is going to be a Drake for LEC Noir. This Tristan is getting strong. She gets a BF sword down. She's 3-1, 130 CS, 300 gold. Shutdown on her, 150 on the Severe. They got another kill and a shutdown on top of that. And not being careful enough, Cactus he didn't use his C ward. If he had, he will sit on top of one and forgot that Rel just jumps out of, he makes a huge jump from terrain, and they weren't able to lay the proper CC. Spritax wasn't there, and Zaya was also not there. We see here 2v2. It takes what his minds. They go on like iconic. Iconic turns back. Oriana's here trying to do damage. Does not get a shockwave. Well, actually, she does a shockwave, but she doesn't do much damage. She's going with the Leandra's build, so she's trying to do more consistent damage, but doesn't have the ability to burst yet. She's going. She's going 0 second. So tier 1 bot for LEC Noir. We see the Jax coming. Sprint X is also coming. I don't know if they can do a 3v3, but wait, the Jax jumps in, faces everybody, gets a lot of damage for the Tristana. He will drop. He gets smited. Now Sprint X goes for it and engage, but there's nothing he can do. Lil Fizzy is not able to do anything right now on this game. He's sitting at a Trinity Force, steel caps, 2 long swords, but he can't go in. He's getting exploded by everyone. Now the turns has stable. We have a 2.3k gold lead on Alicinor, with again Tristana being the strongest member. We see the Rel going a supportish build. Average shouts now, Knight's Vow. So she has a lot of extra damage because of the Ever Shroud, and she does also has the extra supportive items from the Knight's Vow. So whoever she's using this to, either Tristana, either Sivir, they're gonna be doing a lot more damage as she's tanking and secure with a lot of shielding coming from her own abilities and Lulu's shield. So a lot of PO, a lot of abilities to tank through. Um, Now, from the side of Blood Moon, there's a good CSing on their carries. Mid and bot are having good numbers on CSing. For their scaling, we do see that the Sevier has more gold than the Zaya. Oh no, Zaya is sitting on 1900, so no. Okay, so Zaya is still sitting on 1900, so she has boots completed once she backs, and she's gonna have another component because she has a 700 gold lead. But right now, since we didn't see I thought she had the less gold. Now Little Fizz again staying too far forward. Itaconic comes in. He ulted away. He had a good flash on Itaconic. He comes in back because he takes what his might's coming. Sprint X is coming. Itaconic stay takes what his might. Oh, Little Fizz, he hops away, gets the flash. He stops Olaf with Cataclysm. Old Bojangles gets the kill. Your mom is OP. Doesn't take turret yet. But Tristana is gonna take tier 2 bot and cash in 600 extra gold. A lot of fighting. They managed to get a kill, but again, it's 1-for-1, and there's gonna be two turrets for LEC Noir. Cactus is gonna get caught here. He flashes away, but he does a lot of damage. Shockwave comes in. Itaconic does survive with a lot of shielding, and tier 3 bot also almost drops for Obongo. LCEN makes a good play. They get mid tier 2 as well as they are start rotating for Drake. Old Bojangles just takes the first turret in the top side, taking a lot of time there to take that turret. Um, and he's coming with boots and almost Lar Dominic's completed. He's pretty strong, but it's going to take a while for Blood Moon to come back to this game. He's almost a 4K gold lead for the side of LEC Noir, making really good plays and really good decisions here, and fighting really well as well. Now, Itaconic does finish Abysmal Mask, so sitting on 3 items. Lil Fizz starts Baron with old bows, but they get a what's called this? A far side to spot them. So they try to sneak in a Baron at 22 with Zaya that almost has 3 items, but really careful because I don't think the Jack. Wait, looks like okay. He takes away his mind, going for Dracanus, stops him, even with the ult. He is going to drop. He does drop. Has to flash, but does drop. Now Blood Moon managed to get the Olaf. Goes for the Baron play. They traded the second Drake, the Ocean Drake. Now it's a 5v4. Itaconic is here. Lulu uses Turelius. Oh, he stole. Itaconic steals the Baron even after being stopped by the Shockwave. Obongo does survive, gets the kill, and goes for a clean ace by LC Noir on a triple kill by your Bombs OP. Actually, a quadra kill by your Bombs OP. They're gonna push mid, and this could be. Well, I don't think it's gonna be game, but it definitely can be inhibitor mid and maybe inhibitor. No, they could try an inhibitor bot, but I would think would be risky. They definitely would get tier 2 top and inhibitor mid. But really good fight by LC Noir. The idea was good, I believe, on side of Blood Moon. Tried to trade the Drake for the Baron. They were really shy from like being able to, destroy that Baron, kill that Baron. Um, and even with a good shockwave by Cactus just to stop the rail, she managed to get in range of just to smite over and win that smite fight against It Takes What Smite. I do think he didn't have smite. I would need to check on a future replay. But things are not looking good. A quadra kill on this Sivir, putting her on 3 items plus stopwatch. She has a stopwatch advantage on the Zai that completed Lord Dominic's for the first time. your mom's OP taking an advantage there over the Zaya. Now, Oriana City on 2 items, she's getting stronger, but she's going for more defensive, healthish, and kind of build, so she's not going to be bursty. She's going to need to use a lot of rotation skills. I don't know if she's going to have the time because Tristana City on the 3 items as well, with one of them being Bloodthirster. And there's a lot of shooting sprint attacks getting caught here. Itaconic and Dracanis poke him, making sure he doesn't take retake vision for Blood Moon. Things are looking really bad for Blood Moon here, as at least Noir is looking to get tier 3 top here with the Baron push. Now they're doing a 4-1 situation. Itaconic looking for something. Sprint Axe, he has his own vision, but he's looking for possible flank play. Old Bows aren't, isn't there. Sprint Axe managed to still be in a position of a flank. Dracanis is behind him. Sprint Axe going, showing that he's willing to go in. There's a lot of vision. Obongo jumps on him. They make the call to go on him. Sprint Axe now is isolated. He ults flash away. Doesn't. Oh, he gets the reset. Obongo gets the reset. Jumps back. Gets killed. Your mom's OP managed to flash away. Use stopwatch, buys time. The Lulu's ult comes in. New Fizzy drops. Old Bojangles doing a lot of damage. Jumps in on the Zaya, just gets a lot of damage, but gets the kill Dracanis. Old Bojangles again. Nice shockwave by Cactus. Gets a double kill, but that is game. Obongo gets a double kill. Sivir managed to buy a lot of time. Really well played by the side of LCEN as they clinch game 1. Not what it would see. 12 to 24. 10k gold lead at the end for LCEN. They played really well. The top side did not go well for Blood Moon at all. And all the advantage they had through mid and bot in the beginning was kind of went down on the hill because it didn't work out. Slowly but surely, Itaconic managed to get that advantage back to Tristana even after being solo killed, and botlane wasn't able to extend further beyond that. Hard to see, but good game by LCEN, showing that they're not just throwing the towels because things are not looking good on the overall for them. So we will be right back, as we'll see, as these guys usually are. Oops, I updated the wrong team. As these teams are pretty fast on setting up for the next game. So we'll be on a short break as we get ready for game 2. We'll be right back. as they're getting ready and pretty much, yeah, as they're getting ready for game two, we will have the same side. So LCNR on the red side, ET Blood Moon on the blue side. Um, they're getting ready to start, so start to see the bands coming pretty shortly. But yeah, that was a good game by LEC Noir. Really, really good. They, they put up on a good show. I think it was definitely very, very important for them to get the win. Showing that and they started the league pretty well. They started with a two wins, so really good for them to uh, catch that win. But we'll see. So we're seeing the Olaf and Sivir as respectful bans from the side of Blood Moon. Um, from the side of LEC, now they're taking the rel off as they're thinking Blood Moon would have taken it from how Itaconic played. He played pretty well. So Blood Moon first picks the oops. They pick the Wukong. Wukong um hasn't been deselection recently for first picks, but I still like the pick itself. I think he's still a pretty interesting pick. Can do a lot in the game. It really just depends on who is who is playing it. So let's see what's going on. So we see now so LEC Nor went with the Tristana and Maokai. They kept the Tristana and now that they had Maokai open, they go for it as a comfort pick. And on the other side, Blood Moon answers with a Caitlyn Lux strategy, and LEC Noir takes the Karma. Now, so now sending this, kind of confirming this Maokai jungle. I definitely would not see Tristana bot with Karma or Karma mid or Karma top. So that's a very interesting choice from a side of both teams. Actually, I was definitely not expecting the Karma there. Now they're taking the Fiora, respecting the Fiora. And we see the Jax. Okay, so they take the Jax as counter, so the Camille is still open. So I would imagine if Lil Fizzy is searching for that Camille for blinding it, but we see the Renekton also getting out, which is a powerful top laner. And from the side of Noir, we saw the Ornn getting banned. So I see Noir getting more of a 18 fight comp. I want to see like what they're gonna show now. Now with Karma, they go for Ezreal, so they're gonna go for more pokish approach in the bot lane. Um, Fighting Prio with Prio. Now let's see who's gonna be able to get Prio in this bot lane that has so much so much power in the early game. Lux and Karma being extremely powerful. Caitlyn having easy way to push the lane. But Azul also being able to do a lot of poke. Ooh, the ASO coming in on B4. That's an interesting pick. Um, I don't think I have seen Cactus showing up this pick at all. I think it's also the first time he's showing in the league. Um, he has some mage control picks, but he hasn't showed this Cactus at all. So really surprising to see this. And now the Gwen. So there's interesting choices here. A mix of good fighting team fighting and kind of saying, don't you dare pick scaling top or anything safe like that because Gwen does do pretty well, and Drakena's answers in the best way possible with the Akali. So very interesting calls between the two teams. Elsinore going for more aggressive style with Spoke, ability to dive, and ability to dive. So you have a poke bot lane, and then you have the ability to dive with Akali, with Maokai and Tristana. Not much, not much of a front line, to be honest. So in that sense, it should be fairly okay for Wukong to deal with this team. I imagine the card would be a little difficult, but you have Poke with Lux, you have a good pick potential with Caitlyn Lux, you have good team fighting with Wukong and Asol, and you also have the potential to fight with Gwen or split with Gwen. So good and very interesting choices. This is a very unique draft from what we've seen. So, oh, actually, hold on a sec. Before we do this, let me just close this out. Let me copy this. Let's do. I'm gonna do 7. Sorry, I'm gonna redo the the content, the contest. So I've opened the contest, but I opened for 7 minutes, so we'll be able to see a little bit of the early game. Um, so feel free to choose whoever you think is going to win. This is like from all the games so far. This is the game that I've seen the most wild picks so far. Mainly for the side of the Akali, and I haven't seen a lot of a Caitlyn Lux, to be fair. So I'm really interested to see how this game gonna go because that's a lot here. There's a lot that could go. So let's see. There's the teams are still finishing off drafting games, so we'll be able to come back to game shortly. Um, very very interesting choices here. Again, I'm just excited to see this top lane. I think this game is going to be a little different. It's still going to be really top centric, but I also think it's going to be bot centric a lot because you have two bot lanes that kind of want to fight early, want to get prio, want to punish. Caitlyn wants to get those plates as early as possible, as fast as possible. They want to just shove in, shove in, shove in, get those plates, and the Karma Zero just want to punish and push the wave so they can have control, get vision in the bot side, so they can see where this Wukong is coming from. That's how I imagine this game's going. Um, they don't have the best setup to fight to gank in the bot lane from the side of LCEN, but they have a good way to counter engage there. They actually have a good setup in middle with the Maokai. If the Maokai can stop Aurelion Soul's fly, Trishana comes in, you know, hits him, gets the reset, gets the jump reset, gets a lot of damage out of that bomb. So I do believe the chances here for LC is forces mid again, play through the Sistana, play through top lane with the Akali, try to get Akali strong early so he can, you know, delete the Aurelion Sol, delete the Caitlyn on team fights. But on the side of Blood Moon, also try to take advantage of the Caitlyn Lux, get the plates on old Bojangles, make sure Aurelion Sol is safe in the mid lane, they know where the Maokai is coming from, and make sure Gwen gets ahead because she can definitely take care over the side lanes. At least that's from my perspective. But what we'll do is we're gonna go on a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes as we wait for SPAC Delay to finish off. So, good game to everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed tonight the solo cast. But I will see you guys in a few minutes as we'll take a short break. And we are back to some more action. ET Blood Moon 0 LEC Noir 1 back into some more action. We see both teams actually do the opposite thing. We see a 5-man bot and a 5-man top. LC Noir going to the bot side, trying to take care of that bush early, and same thing goes for Blood Moon trying to get control of the tri bush on the top side. They leave a ward there, and doesn't look like Wukong is trying to get vision there because they don't know where LC Noir is. So far, both teams playing pretty behind. And let's see. Alright, so Obongwin mid here with the Tristana again. Surprised that he's he was able to get it. Ooh, Storm the Beach doing a lot of damage. Oldballs does get a Q back to punish the Ezreal. Uh, Now, the Akali didn't drop a ward, but she went there to check Wukong on the top side. Drakenos does get damage here by Low Fizzy. They trade back and forth. Low Fizzy gas level 2 goes in for the all-in, does a lot of damage, chunking this Akali. Sorry, I just realized I am not on streamer mode. I apologize for that. I thought I was. Where is this? Hello? Settings. Stream mode. Ah, here. Sorry, I did not have stream mode activated. And Lou Fizzy coming to mid lane to do something here. Sprint Axe misses. Good dodge by your mom's OP. A lot of damage coming from Storm the Bitch. Or Storm the Blitch. I'm sorry, Storm the Blitch. A lot of damage coming in on Sprint Axe as we freeze. But a lot of damage on your mom's OP. Sprint Axe also pretty high damaged. Um, good shielding by Karma to block some of this poke from Lux. And a lot of fights here between these two bot laners. Now Dracanis gets the E. Good immune here by Gwen to take less damage. We see the evade by the Wukong here on the bottom side. He does get some vision that the bot camps are completed. Oldbow's. Oh! Your mom's OP got a lot of damage, but Oldbow's 2 did also got a lot of damage. Sprint Axe getting low, but Wukong is here. Storm the Bleach doing a lot of damage on Sprint Axe, trying to bait. He takes what it's by. He goes in, goes jump. He gets exhausted the first second. He managed to get the first blood, and they get a kill on Storm the Bleach 2. They won't be able to push the wave because Tristan's coming. She has flash. She probably can take the double kill if she jumps flat. She flash, she jumps. Good hit of the kill. Takes a lot of damage. Old Bull Jenga's gonna try to go for the execute to avoid the double kill, and he is going to manage. Gets the execute, and wow, what a lot here happened. Exhaust at the right timing for Storm the Bleach. Forced, he takes what is might to go deep under turret to, get the flash to another auto to secure that kill. Good reaction by Sprint Axe getting the combo there of a QE. A lot of damage with also the root, the trap from Caitlyn. Really good plays there, and Obongo also capitalizing on that roaming to get at least a kill and a pretty big fat wave with a caster, with a cannon minion. So it's still 400 gold, 300 to 400 gold lead on Blood Moon initially. Mid lane is 200 for the Tristana with the kill. 600 gold on this Wukong that has Shin already, as Maokai is yet to reset. Also seeing a little of a gold lead here, just 100 gold, but a CS difference, 17-ish, but probably gonna drop to like 10 once Ezreal catches this wave. But a lot of pressure. One played so far, and we see the Wukong cashing in on this Mountain Drake, as we see top lane here fighting. Lil Fizzy coming in with Ignite instead, taking a lot of damage from Dracanis. Dracanis also coming for the Ignite instead of Flash. Obongo goes in deep on Old Bojangles. He managed to get the reset, jumps again, jumps badly. Sprint Axe is going to die though. What takes what is might does not finish the Drake. He is taking a lot of damage, a lot of poke. Obongo managed to jump in and doing a lot. And LCEN gonna steal the Drake. Managed to steal the Drake. Obongo does survive. Lil Fizzy comes in. Obongo jumps in, gets the reset. After reset, gets a double kill. Lil Fizzy is gonna punish Storm the Bleach. Maybe gets the double kill. Good heal by Storm the Bleach, but he gets. Okay, the Q managed to. Gwen's Q managed to get the double kill, but Obongo is now extremely fat. Obongo has 3 kills, sitting on 1,000 gold there. But your mom's OP is gonna get caught here by Lil Fizzy. He's gonna get a lot of damage from the Q. Killing spree on this Gwen on the other hand. And we see the rotation by Caitlyn to top lane to catch the wave as Dracanis is low and needs to reset. Akali was not in that fight. LCE managed to get. Oh, Old Bongos gets hit by an E, but managed to fall back. And we freeze. We got frozen here. But so far, you know, the advantage that Tristana has is the advantage that Gwen has. And Dracanis again get his Q's. He is getting his back stopped by Caitlyn. Luffy also getting stopped here by Karma. Um, Now Dracanis does reset, but he has TP if he needs to. He's TPing top. Old Bongo getting poked here with good combo by Sprint Axe. They're keeping Luffy in the bot side because Herald is up. They have 4 men on the top side. Caitlyn is asking for assistance to shove in the wave because Dracanis has Ignite. If he's not careful, she has Sorcerer Boots. Luffy is gonna go to clear the wave. Dracanis goes in, gets the E, doesn't get killed. Dracanis doesn't get the Q. Old Bogos Jingles just falls away, just go away. He gets the Q. Oh, oh, your mom's OP trades the Q in the bot side because Luffy tried to manage to stay under turret to catch the wave. He's not able to, but they're gonna trade a lot here. Uh, the Q on Azure is good, but Caitlyn takes turrets faster than the Azrael, and she has a bigger wave, but Maokai is here, so she stopped. So they ended up taking more plates in the bot side as we see the Wukong taking Herald. So at the end of the day, it worked better for LCEN because they take 3 plates, the kill. Cactus here flying in, gets his flight cancelled, gets the ult, and now Little Fizzy, he ults away, but he's in an awkward situation. He gets rooted, no more ults, but he just walks away. Now, it's pretty tight the game, 100 to 200 gold difference between the two teams, but we see the bot lane catching up on CS. Actually, Azrael has a almost 700 gold lead into this Caitlyn now with the plates and the CS that she got, or that he got. We also see just the lead, the 3 kills that Gwen got decreased because Akali got two plates, so he's just a 400 gold. She has 16 CS lead. In the jungle is also just a 400 gold for Wukong after the good start, and 600 gold also again on the Bongo in the mid lane. So mid and bot are doing really well with the CS lead. Oh, it's gonna get poked. Oh, your mom's OP is gonna get super poked. Gets combos, full combo plus ult. Now Iconic is here. Oh, Bongo just gonna face check that ult. It's gonna get a kill on the Bongo. Wait, oh, Bongo goes in deep. He's gonna get caught under turret. He takes his mic, got exhausted. He flashes. He gets a beautiful shutdown. What happened? He gets a double Q into the Ezreal. Now Cactus coming from behind. Iconic flashes Q, gets super damage. Cactus is here, but is he going to be able to take a Q? No, he just falls back. So double Q on a Lich. On it takes what is mine. Shut down Tristana, that's huge. But they do trade the bot lane where the Azure got 2 kills, or he got a kill on top of that. But yeah, looking pretty rough. Old Bojangles did opt for the Ghost instead of Cleans for the Maokai. So he wasn't able to cleanse it immediately. Maybe he was gonna be dead, I guess, either way because he didn't have flash. Now he tries to get plates mid. We see here Luffy getting a little pressure from Akali. He has TP advantage over Akali in a couple seconds. There's a lot of vision here on the side of both teams on the bottom side as Storm of the Bleach starts cleaning. He takes what his mind, drops Herald mid. They're gonna take plates mid. They might take first tier here, first turret. They don't take yet, but that's a second Drake for the side of LEC Noir. They have Cloud Drake and a Mountain Drake to give them more resistances, and CDR or ability haste. And this is gonna be a hack stack soul, so really important soul for the game. Now Blood Moon is trying to make a play here on the Bongo, but he just falls back. So they're gonna give tier 1 for Caitlyn, as Cactus is able to hold on this wave if he has the E, but he just falls back. Yormamzop is going to take, no, he's not gonna take this plate just yet. Obongo stays mid. We see here the Maokai Iconic coming in, helping him. Karma's now coming. Old Bojangle's now gonna be able to get this turret, hopefully. He does get the first turret. He does get it. There's no fight. And now both sidelines can breathe a little bit. This is a good goal to come back on Caitlyn. Now she's getting closer to what Ezreal is in terms of gold. Really important for him to not fall too far off, as he has a level down in this bot lane. So far, Drakena is keeping a good CS lead over this Gwen. 25 to 30, a bounce between 25 to 30 CS, which keeps them at a pretty even goal, like 200 for Gwen because she has the actual kills. Gwen does finish. So we have here 3 items, 4 items to 3 items from the side for between the two teams. Riftmaker, Divine Thunder, Leandris, and Static Shiv from the side of Blood Moon. Static Shiv, Trinity Force, and Shurelius on the side of LEC. Obongo goes in, Screen Axe, he gets damaged. Oh, he gets rooted. Drakenos goes in for the 1v1. Luffy, he dies too. Iconic comes in. Old Bojangles, he gets a lot of damage. He gets the Q and the ultimate by Caitlyn. Beautiful 2v1s and 2v1s for double 2v1s from the side of Blood Moon. The bot lane gets the kill. The Caitlyn now getting stronger and stronger. Good solo queue by Drakenus against the Gwen. Really short that solo queue was, almost like 1-for-1, but really well played. And Assault, it's slowly scaling as he wants. He's just sitting there at 137. He's sitting at 128 stacks. So right now he has 4% of additional max health damage. He has 3.5 bonus execute threshold. So looking okay as Blood Moon moves for the second herald here. Now Tristana doing the Tristana things, probably gonna take tier 1 bot, moving for possible second tier 2 as Lil Fizz shows up. Herald does drop. Looks now ET is gonna fight for the prio here in mid lane, but Maokai is here. There's 4 men here near the mid lane. Maokai and Tristana taking control of the jungle on the bottom side, gonna take the red. Maybe they're gonna be looking to Little Fizzy to do something. Drakena is waiting for a possible 1v1 potential here for all in into Cactus. He shows up, he goes in, he gets the E, he's gonna go for the dive. Good flash, no, he flashed behind Drakena's, just giving me the way to just use the second cast of the ult and ignite and takes the Q. Not only takes the Q, he also bursts Cactus, flash. Your bumps OP jumping in. Old Bojangles got caught by the Maokai's ult, gonna get double ult and the shutdown on Karma with the Q. Nice laydown of the skills there. Like 3-4 skills on top of each other, doing a lot of damage, getting the flash from Caitlyn. Low Fizzy now doesn't have the immune, gets a lot of damage. Oh, Oriole Bumps OP managed to dodge. Goes in deep. He takes what it's mine. He's gonna be able to catch. No, he does not get on time, but he kills Storm the Bleach. Draken's comes over. He does not have Flash. The Wukong is gonna get the shutdown onto this Ryu. Really well played by your mom's OP. Managed to dodge the Q from Lux and then stay away from the Wukong as Blood Moon's gonna lose the third Drake at 1733. So Blood Moon is going to need to fight for Soul. He was so close. 300 HP left on that Drake, but Soul point for LC Noir. They're going to, they need to fight for the next Drake in 5 minutes, around 22-23 minute mark, which is not exactly the power spikes all your champions wants to be. Asol is still might be short of the second item. Caitlyn might be able to get 2 items, but Ezreal strong, his 2 items now. Tristana is also going to be 2 items soon. She's sitting on 1600 gold. Akali is doing really well with 139 CS as well. A lot of gold. She has a large rod. Doing really well on the side lanes, waiting for picks, waiting for the 1v1s, and punishing everyone that shows in the top lane. Gold-wise, both teams are even. Sprint X taking a lot of damage on that Ezreal Q. Now, things are not looking too good for Blood Moon. Maokai, although he's the okay, they're going in. We should realize that Maokai's old. Old Bojangles does not have. Oh, that double old Bojangles. Sprint X gets the Maokai, but the late CC on Maokai's ult, the Karma, wait, it takes a device, tries to go in, doesn't get as real, does decent damage, but not enough. But yeah, it's just like the Maokai ult's coming from so far away, he doesn't even need to frontline. He just got the Maokai ult, Karma goes in with Shurelius, lay down her stun, and then it's an easy poke with Q, Ezreal, and ultimate. So all they're gonna do is work on picks from far away and trying to secure with the burst that it comes from the 2 item Ezreal and Karma. Things are looking really dicey for Blood Moon here, and not having the cleanse is probably hurting here old Bojangles. Not sure how much he would have been able to do with it. Not sure he's going to be able to survive, but it's definitely an addition. The mid-tier one, it hasn't gone down yet, although all the tries LCEN has done to take it, and so is a top lane tier 1 turret for LCEN Noir. All the tries Low Fizzy tried was not able to get that turret down. Akali keeping it safe really well. Your mom's OP taking damage, but not yet taking that turret. So things managed to stale out a little bit. 21 minutes, 12 to 14. Both teams has the same gold. Blood Moon just trying to scale with the Asol and Gwen. Uh, as LCEN Noir is currently the strongest, has the strongest items, has the strongest champions. 2 items on Tristana, 2.5 on Ezreal. Karma sitting on 1.5 too. Lux has Luden's Sorcerer Boots, and a Stopwatch. Now we see LCEN Noir getting some vision on the bot side. Drake's about to spawn in 45 seconds. Gonna be so. Oh, Cactus getting caught here by Obongo. He's gonna get the reset. He doesn't jump in. Doesn't get the solo Q. Gets a lot of damage, but doesn't get the kill. Now Wukong getting his jungle cleanup out, and he's still a level ahead. He's managed to still have a level ahead. Luffy tried to go in. Tier 1 top drops for Akali. Oh, a Taconic ulti from again using the Shurelius. Sprint and Old Bow is gonna get caught, but they're so far away this time. Akali tip is in. It takes what his mind got W'd, but they get the TP from Little Fizzy. Now Obongo is on a really awkward spot here. He's falling back, but he's on a flank situation. Akali's in one flank, Obongo is on another flank. Cactus hasn't oh, he has reset it. He took so much damage by... Oh, okay, Luffy's going in. It's a 2v1. Blue team... The Lux Predax, he steals the Drake. Akali gets a shutdown. Akali goes down for Old Bull's Jango. Itaconic does die as well. Deluxe steals the Drake, important as Blood Moon goes into Baron. I was trying to find like where Cactus lost all his life, and he lost to the Saplings, I believe. Now Blood Moon, Obongo TP mid. They're gonna try to contest here. It takes what his might has. The Smite managed to get it. Your Mom's OP. He goes in deep. Spirit Axe does die. So they managed to take one Baron away. So ETBM has four Barons. Now they're gonna lose tier 2 mid with a Bongo here. That since he TP'd, he didn't commit with a flash in the last play, but Your Mom's OP had the E cast to be able to follow up and get that kill. So that's a good Baron and good Drake to steal. Now Blood Moon buys himself at least 5 minutes before the next great fight, so they can just try to fall back, try to farm, try to get some objectives. They're still tier 1 top. Their all tier 2s are still available on the map. If they can get it, you know, you're waiting 18 to 2k gold just on those objectives. And they're sitting at 1k ahead of this LCEN squad. LCEN that still has two tier 2 turrets to drop. We see tier 1 dropping here right now. That's really important. Now Luffy's doing a lot of damage, and he went for Abysmal Mask. Now it's a 2v1 on Dracanis. He gets the one ult, gets the Ignite. Dracanis tries to buy some time. He managed to ult away. The slow comes in, and Cactus gets the kill. Now it's a 3v3 on the top side. 4v3. Obongo is really low, and Itaconic already used his ultimate. He gets a lot of damage here by Caitlyn with her passive. It takes a lot of damage, a lot of shield. The Itaconic goes in. Ult by Itaconic is really low. Obongo is looking for a jump. He jumps on top of... Oh, he jumps on top of Obongo, gets killed, jumps back again, goes, flashes his Sprint Axe, takes another kill, double kill on Obongo. Really well played there by Obongo, getting 2 kills, looking for that flank play, and managing to take more Baron plays, more Baron buffs out of the map. But we see Gwen taking tier 2 bot. Cactus is gonna take tier 2 mid, and it takes what his mind is gonna take tier 2 top. But that's the extra 1800 gold that we're talking about, putting Blood Moon at 5k gold advantage, stealing jungle camps, as we're gonna go on a 1,045,000 seconds to Drake. So they're taking a lot of damage, taking a lot of gold. You're gonna get some more power spikes, and now they can fight a bit better, because these Obongo, he is playing really, really well. And as we are casting cursing him, no, Storm the Beach get caught, Spirit Axe goes in, he flashes away, jumps from Obongo. He doesn't reset the Q, he gets, oh, Luffy is here to try to punish him, but he is going to survive. He gets a shutdown on Cactus. Luffy is here, buying so much time. Obongo he's going to be able to jump. He jumps away. Luffy doesn't give him the reset for another jump. He takes Ozumi's here. He getting a lot of damage. Good ult by the Wukong. Luffy is buying a lot of time. Drakenos trying here, but he's gonna drop two old Bojangles as Obongo falls back, resets, and get his Bloodthirster. A lot of wild fights here in the jungle. One tries to catch the other. Akali ends up dropping, Azryu ends up dropping, and Cactus dies. Now the Drake is up in 30 seconds. Cactus has TP. Obongo has TP if needed. Drakenos has TP. 15 seconds on Azryu to be back. He might be a little, nah, maybe not too late because you have Hextech gates. So a lot happening here, a lot of fights, a lot of action on the Rift as both teams are preparing for Drake. Um, Again, is a soul point on the side of LCEN. Luffy trying to burst all the blast cone so he can try to catch a Bongo. They managed to secure position of the Drake first. Secures the second Drake, the second Hex stack. Now, oh, a Taconic just, he was safe with Karma's extra large shield. Whew, a lot happening here, boys. What a back and forth game here. Now the game looks like it's stopped a little bit. We see the two teams getting waves in. We have a really good CSC on the ASO with 3 items. He hasn't completed the Syrup's injury yet. We see 3 items on Tristana. That's holding on 1,000 gold right now on the bag, and 3 items and a half on this Azreal. Now looks like Blood Moon is trying to catch Itaconic. He just uses saplings, walk away, spots out the Wukong. Cactus looking for a reset. Trying to find something in the mid. Sprint X. Azreal also the bot lane. He is using his E forward, trying to put Cactus, even further beyond in those in that line there in the jungle. Blood Moon has some good vision on the top side, but not enough. They don't have much on the top side where Akali is on the top lane. They have a little bit in the river and that entrance, but that's about it. They're trying to hold the line, but Akali can easily move. Wukong spots Akali, taking his ward, does some damage, gets the ward cleared. At least now it's the turn from LCEN to clear some wardings. Way Draconic or Drakenos, he gets caught, he uses stopwatch, he gets super damaged by Caitlyn. He drops for the ignite. He takes what he might try to flash and go into your mom's OP, but he managed to kite back. Now Tristana stays in the bot side, gets here too as Blood Moon goes for this Baron. Itaconic is still here looking for a possible steal, and Karma's here. Now they're trying to delay the back so Itaconic can take the tier inhibitor on bot side. They managed to stop the backs. They're gonna take the inhibitor as the Cactus, the Asol, TPs into the Nexus turrets. So at least they trade the inhibitor, which is usually not the bad trade. This is a good trade. Inhibitor for Baron. So it buys times for them because somebody has to go bot side to answer the super minions at all times. The gold lead is still 5k. It's not so much at this point in the game, but we need to reassure that the Wukong has the Maul, has Black Livery, and has Randomly. So he has ways to deal with all the problematic champions here on the Rift. He can go in. We have Old Bojangles with IE doing a lot of damage in Bloodthirster. He has stopwatch, so he can buy time if Akali jumps on top of them. And they're just pushing mid. They get tier 3 mid. They're going to get inhibitor. We see Itaconic looking for a flank. He ults, looking for Old Bojangles. It goes in. The stopwatch goes for elbows. The Tristana gets caught. Good flash by Bojangles. Now Draken is going to come in. He gets the E on top of Sprint X. Gets a double kill. Really well placed. Lil Fizzy going in on a 3v2 now. He's uses his Zonias. I don't know if he can fight 3v2. He goes in. Stopwatch by Dracanis. Gwen is immune and he drops on a good triple kill. Really well played by Dracanis and Your Mom's OP. Oldbo's tried really badly that fight, but he was not able to get away from the Akali. Akali managed to get his shuriken hit on Sprint Axe that flashed. I don't know if he flashed actually, but he got near. He went where Oldbo Jangles were and kind of killed himself together. Because if he tried to go towards the blue buff from the left side, he might be able to not kill Old Bojangles instantly there because he would need to walk a little bit more, and maybe a couple of attacks would be enough to secure damage to kill Akali. But anyway, we have Soul Point here, another Soul fight. No Zonias, no stopwatches on anyone from either side. Actually, there's a stopwatch on Azure, and that's it. LC Noir still looking here with a good vision control. Old Bojangles is going to get caught by Dracanis. Oh, Old Bojangles get caught by Dracanis and Obongo trying to clear that bot wave. There's nothing they can do. They won't try. I think Zonimai was maybe looking for a steal. Not going to do. Maybe an ultimate by Lux, but that's about it. And they guarantee the soul. Lil Fizzy, Obongo goes in, flashes away from Cactus ult, doesn't get the reset. Now he's gonna go get it. He kills. He drops the bomb on top of Asol, gets the explosion of all hits and just eliminates Asol, which is the best wave clear in the map from side of Blood Moon. Elsinore is looking to force an end of game here on a 4v3. Old Bojangles getting up now. Dracanos goes in deep. He gets caught. Uses stopwatch. Good ult by Wukong. Gets the kill, but he does die. Ult coming from far away. Doesn't get into a Taconic, but Your Mom's OP tanks it. Now Lil Fizzy going for the. He managed to dodge with the immune. Goes for the double kill on the Storm of the Bleach. And that was a rough play by... Wait, hold on. Cactus has TP, but Obongo is live in 2 seconds. They forced really badly the win, and now there's no turrets. Blood Moon can get there. It's 20 seconds on Akali, 26 on Maokai, 23 on this Karma. They're pushing mid. There's no inhibitor towers, and they can just push for the end. Old Bojangles has the GA now. He does get a lot of damage, but he has also lifesteal. Your Mom's OP, use stopwatch, gets ulted. Gonna drop for... There's a shutdown for Caitlyn. They're gonna go for the end. He takes what is mine. Obongo gets the kill on him, but Lil Fizzy managed to get the end of the Nexus, rushing the end at 28 to 28. What an intense battle between the two teams. Really intense. What an end of game. And what a game. Like, LCEN Noir, they rushed the end of the game 2, trying to do a 4v3. Old Bojangles were like 2 seconds to come back. He managed to come back, gets the kill on Akali, who kills Sprint Axe. Isn't able to get the kill. They drop a couple bodies. Blood Moon makes the call, goes straight to Nexus because the super minions are hitting those Nexus turrets all day long. And what a game. I believe this is the second game or the third game that Blood Moon has these kind of decisions of last minute, like, hey, just go in, rush the Nexus, and they get the win. They save the series. It's 1-1, and I am not showing the map. I'm not showing the... I just got too excited on there, not gonna lie. But what a game, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's 1-1 of the series. We see here a lot of damage by Old Bojangles, and it takes what it's mine, 28, 22k gold, K damage. from the side of LC Noir, 30,000, 32,000 on the Bongo, almost 33, 36.8 on Ezreal. A lot of damage coming from those guys. Really well played. Um, so we're gonna go to a short break because the guys are quite fast in making draft. So we're gonna take a short break, get some water, because an excited game three is waiting for you. Woo, that was a lot. So I'm gonna be updating a couple things here for the results as we're gonna get ready for game three. They're almost ready for draft. So as you guys see the draft, I'm gonna be updating the stuff that we did for game two. So give me a hot minute here as I will get things fixed. Now this and choose outcome here. What a game! Not gonna lie, it was really surprising. And finally, we're seeing the respect on that Tristana ban. 2 games in a row, Obongo doing so much. So I was expecting to see that ban actually on game two, but I'm just really excited that they did that because Obongo is he has been playing spectacularly. So really glad that they're playing the respect that it's well deserved. So we do see also the ban on Sivir. So really good ban on Sivir as well. Uh, really good, well played by Ramam's OP. He also has done really well, good job on the Azriel. So we see the same bans from side of Asinor that they are on the red side. They chose to go red side, so 3 games on the red side for them. Um, they got here Viego, Graves, and Rel, standard bans that they did last couple games. Olaf also capped really. I like it that adaptation on the draft. I think is really important on picks and bans. Wukong first pick from side of Blood Moon. It worked, played really well. Alij, he takes what is mine. Um, Now from Alicinor, they went with Maokai, which is their say works for them. They worked really well. They engaged the the comp, the play style worked well. He played really well. Iconic. They go with the Kaisa and Dark. That's for you. Calling you out right now if you're in the chat. The Kaisa pick. It's just a champion that it's not about her being strong individually. It's what she brings to the team. She can do so much for the team, um, and that's her importance. Whether she's getting nerfed patch after patch, she is still that important. Um, and Blood Moon answering with the Zaya, which is a normal answer to Kaisa. Um, I believe Kaisa, I believe Zaya and Vayne were the two answers that people were bringing on last year. Um, I think in solo queue, but in competitive it was Zaya. And this year I'm seeing a lot of Zeri as answers to Kaisa, at least in professional play. So that's just something we should keep an eye on. And now we see uh, the the trash coming in, or the thrash, I guess. That's how you, I don't know how you pronounce it, but the trash coming in for the side of Blood Moon on B3 and Karma going again. I am not really fond of the Karma. It worked with what they did, but I'm not a fan of pairing it with Kaisa. I think kind of sure you can go Kaisa poke, but if you're going Luden's first item, it doesn't really work. It's not really good. Luden's usually is your third item. Usually is a static shiv, Nashers to get your AP and attack speed level ups, and then the Ludens for the extra poke. But it's just what I think. Now, just for some context here, um, as we see the Fiora band, the Jax bands, normal bands that we saw for the last couple games, I'm trying to find. Okay, so this was regional finals. I wanna. So looking on Pixie bands. Here. So in the so in the LCK regional finals, we had uh 11. So in as ADCs, 6 picks on Kaisa, 5 picks on Aphelios, 5 picks on Zeri. I'm sorry, the top 3 picks on LCK regional finals 2023. On playoffs, we had as ADCs, we had Zaya 16 picks, Zeri 14 picks, Kaisa 11 picks in the bot lane, and LCK Summer 2023, we had a total of 96 picks of Felios, 86 picks Zaya, no, Kaisa, I'm sorry, confusing, 86 Kaisa, 63 Zeri. So Kaisa throughout the split on LCK, which is, you guys probably know, one of the most competitive League of Legends scenario that exists, right? Um, Kaisa, patch after patch, she's still being one of the biggest champions being picked. And also Fellers. I like seeing Fellers. He brings a lot to the team, even though he might be gutted or whatever, might not be strong individually. He's just too good to what he brings to a competitive team. So that's one thing that I wanted to shout out to, because I wanted to say out loud. It's not about whether the champ is individually strong, is what he brings to a competitive scenario. Said all of that, the respects came on, Cactus on the Ace. Well, maybe not the respect, but the potential of stalling the game on ASOL is there, so they bet it. And that one is, I think, is a respect. The Akali did a good job for early to mid game. Her late game didn't really work, just a couple moments here and there, but it didn't work at all. So he needed to do a bit more to make it work in that snare, because you have a Karma as you're poking, and then you have a full engage. But I like the ban. It didn't work for the Gwen too much. He got solo queued a couple times early game, even with the 3 kills he got at 15 minutes or before 15. LCEN are going for more standard team fighting, right? Another front line with Renekton and the Bruiser. The Azir giving a lot of potential there for team fights. On the side of Blood Moon, we see the Nico and Gwen. I like Nico. She does a little bit of what ASOL brings in terms of AoE damage, not the scaling factor, but the surprise factor, the pickup factor, and the AoE damage, I think that's really important, especially when you have Azir, you have Azir, you have Kaisa, Karma, and the Gwen blind also pretty strong, but this time they answer with Renekton. I'm not too versed in the top lane to know like how this matchup goes in depth, but I would imagine early game Renekton should have an advantage. But 1 to 2 items, that's how things starts to turn into Gwen's favor, as long as the Renekton isn't fed. So that is what I imagine how this goes. So let's see here.
You're scared. Good to know.
But yeah, so I am expecting there were a little I think there were a lot of a few questionable things for the side of both teams in the last game. I think both teams had, you know, moments where they, how should I say, um, where they made some questionable stuff, like the end there, the LEC forcing that end of game, um, a couple positioning errors, trying to like stay on like the Caitlyn trying to take the push the bot lane before the, I believe, the soul fight, and then he got caught by Akali and Tristana. Whether you know Gwen could have done that easily. She does more damage on super minions and all that. So just a couple things. Obviously, I'm not at this level to comment too much on it, but I definitely think there's a couple things that these guys can improve and polish up, because I am really excited for this game. I think this is an awesome. These are champions that likes to fight. Renekton, Maokai, Kaisa, Zaya, Nico. These guys like to fight. They like to skirmish. So I'm excited to see a you know a very bloodthirsty game out of this. So really excited. Uh, I am going to put us on a short break so we can get some water, refresh. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to watch. So I hope to get you guys in a few minutes. Get a refresher, and we'll be right back. are back. Back for more League of Legends action. ET Blood Moon 1, LEC Nor 1. Both teams now coming for a final match for tonight. Both are on 5 point. It takes what it's mine showing himself here to Iconic as they're trying to like maybe see if they're gonna go for the late invade to get some vision, drop a ward here and there. Everybody got themselves a ward. Nobody has a or an oracle cleanses here or an oracle lenses. I'm sorry, to clear vision. We see here Gwen, someone pinging to go get some wards, go there. We see pings on wolves and the blue buff. Now the Nico, you know, disguise as trash, go in the Raptors, get some vision. Then he's not gonna start Raptors, which is a normal start for Maokai. The Gwen went for the leash, so they will know as the bot lane for Blood Moon is here. They will know the Wukong starting top side, and Maokai pinged he was gonna start Wolves. He's always gonna start. He's gonna probably gonna do Wolves blue jump and maybe try to look for a counter gank here on the bottom side. Maybe Dracanas and Lufizi changing some thoughts here. Lufizi getting some damage. He gets the passive. Good hook by Sprint X. He's level 2. He gets the going on. Old Bojangles is gonna go. He gets first blood and flashes away. Really well played by Old Bojangles. Your mom's OP does not respect the level 2. Gets hooked. Burns Cleases fast. They Blood Moon does a lot of damage on that engage with Flay. And at the very last second, Old Bojangles waited for exhaust to end. Oh, Dracanos is down. He's got solo queued. Dracanos goes in for the long trade as Lil Fizzy was trying to hold the wave. And he had the ignite advantage. He stacked the passive, dealt so much damage. And nothing Dracanos could have done. Now he's going to have to burn TP to not wait, to not lose that wave. Really good start from both bot and top side. Really good. Now Dracanos is going to try to hold this wave, get a freeze, try to force, maybe no, he's just gonna let Lil Fizzy back, maybe force him to TP as we're seeing because he needs to unfreeze this because otherwise he's gonna lose a lot and Bernac is gonna be back. But Maokai's on the top side, so they need to be really careful. Now Wukong showing the bottom side, he got the Skull Crab on the bot side, he got some vision, they trade on the top. Your Mom's OP does not have flash or exhaust. He's taking a lot of damage. He gets away. He just burns a lot of damage on this Kaisa as bot lane can also freeze their lane as well. So a lot of happening here, back and forth. ET has an initial advantage. Lufizi got a good trade. Maokai is waiting for a possible another one, baiting him out as they have vision. They're pinging the top side scuttle because the bot side was clean. So they're pinging, okay, he's in the top side, and he's gonna get spotted by Luffy's ward. Spring X looking for a hook. He gets that hook, but he doesn't go for it. Now Iconic is getting to get spot, taking the crab here. They also spot the Wukong on the top side. Spring X looking for different angles. As the bot lane steal, okay, Oldbo Jangles went forward here. Trying to keep the wave in a good spot, but the wave is gonna crash and it's going to reset now. But he managed to get to turntables, get a 3CS lead to keep some pressure here on this bottom side. As Kaisa gets a good ward in the river, as Blood Moon has taken initial drags on 2 out of the 3 games. Now it's a 33 to 36 the top lane, but looks like Renekton is not gonna fall back. He's not gonna reset. He's gonna get stopped because Lufiz is 6. Lufiz is looking to possibly freeze or try to keep Dracanis here because he's gonna go for the engage. He managed to get the flash. He ults misses, but he gets the flash from Renekton. We see the Maokai starting Drake. Cactus has to reset. He has no mana to fall back. He takes what his might, goes in. He gets in. It's a 3v2. Your mom's OP cleanses the exhaust. Sprint X is gonna drop. Old Bojangles, he ghosted. He takes what his might, goes in. Roots Itaconic. He flashes away but survives. At the end, LCEN plays well. Plays really well the 3v3. Your mom's OP survives. The exhaust comes in both at the same time for Sprint Axe and Storm the Bleach. And Sprint Axe pays the price as Itaconic gets the kill. And he goes into a deep 1v1 against the Grump to survive. As we're frozen here. Okay, we're back. Draken is trying to, he ults, and he's gonna go for a play. He waited for Fury. He used the Q, is gonna get a good stun. Gonna do a lot of damage. Luffy's just gonna run away and get some fruit in the river. Now, it's still a 600 gold advantage early. Sprint Axe looking for a hook. He misses the hook. A lot of damage coming in to old Bojangles from Kaisa. Gets rooted, poked. Oh, just Supa. It's this is a Masters league, but hold on. Let's see what's gonna happen. Luffy is here with takes what's mine. They're just gonna keep. So, Blood Moon in specific is a Master tier team. Most of the players are in Masters right now. Like high diamond 2 masters, like low masters. But if I'm not mistaken, most of LEC team is still in diamond range, like diamond 2, diamond 1, but technically it's a master league. Now LEC gets first Drake. Luffy is still low. He goes in. He ults. He has the ignite. He ignites. Dracanis went the wrong way and he gets solo queued again. So I don't know if he missed the E because he didn't have another cast to fall back. He just goes inside in turret range, accelerate his death, and Gwen is gonna be on a really good spot here with a 10 CS lead, 2 kills, and it's just gonna snowball probably. He has 700 gold lead. We also see a sharp lead on Zaya 600 on top of this Kaisa. So the two big carries getting advantage early is really good for them. So things are looking good for Blood Moon, but we saw the last quote unquote fight, the last skirmish, where LCR played that a little bit better, and they came out on top. Now I think Switch's Mind takes the Herald. Cactus again. He's low on the mana. He's going for a reset, or it's at least stops. But both are with the same, pretty much CS. Now this game is a little more quiet than what the other games. You know, only 4 kills. Dracanis goes in, doesn't get hit by the turret, does some nice damage, but the return damage for Gwen is huge with the Q, and it was not even stacked. Gwen is halfway through her Riftmaker. Life is not going to be good for Renekton for the next 2 to 3 minutes. Luffy's looking for possible all-ins with her E as she waits for the ult to come back in a couple seconds. Renekton's flash should be back within 20 seconds as well, or so. Dracanis goes in, gets Fury, gets massive healing, 200. Oh, Luffy's, Sprint X got a lot of damage. Your bubble OP goes in deep. The ignite, the exhaust came and stopped his damage. He flashed away, cleansed, and still doesn't go. He drops with the flash ult by It Takes What's Mine. He gets the kill. Top lane, nothing happens. Nobody goes down. The Sprint Axe kind of playing with fire, put himself like in front of Karma and getting so much poke. Now they're gonna just force here. Oh no, It Takes What's Mine is gonna drop the Herald. He's gonna get solo go to him because the bot lane is resetting. So the bot lane does not get that gold. Everything goes for It Takes What It's Mine. But we see Kai'Sa finish up her first item, Kraken Slayer, and we see what is it? Rift Maker on Gwen and Divine Sunder on Wukong. So right now we have a Drake coming in the mid and 30. Blood Moon has 3 items with 2 of them being mythic. Wait, almost goes in deep. Your mom's OP is gonna drop. He accepted and he has 303 on the Kai'Sa, nearly 20 CS down. Now Obongo getting huge poke by Cactus combo on this Nico. There's no way LCEN can fight this Drake being down 3 items. Now it's only 2 since Kai'Sa went Kraken Slayer first item. Kraken and 2 and a refillable potion. So at least they have 1 item to fight back, but it's not looking good, especially since Zaya has Cole. Now Obongo ults. He used the Shurima's drift away. Jarkena's ults, dodges the ult. He ults and flashed and dodged Luffy's ult to survive, but he could be diveable here by this Gwen. He doesn't have the stacks, but he just got a couple ticks off his Q. Now they're gonna be able to do it. Maokai's coming to hover, so Luffy's is going to need to respect. Obongo, he resets, comes back with DP, but I don't see how LCEN can fight for this Drake now. Maokai is on the top side, they need to give up. Now we see the Gore Drinker completed by Draconis on this Renekton. Um, Inferno Drake is up. They have good vision control. Cactus catches off guard. Your mom's OP and Old Jingles get the Q. Sprint Axe gets the second Q in the bot lane. The Nico transform really well played by Cactus. I did not see him rotating with the Nico passive. Old Bojangles 3-0 and 0-4 on this Kai'Sa. She's getting punished really, really badly here. First turret going for Old Bojangles again with extra plates. Infernal Drake with that extra damage. Really well played by 18 New Moon, getting a solid lead. Iconic tried to look into a possible dive so far back. Sprint Axe getting some poke here by the Azir. Azir is just scaling, trying to do what Cactus did the other game. Just get his items, keep good CS numbers, make sure he gets kills because once he goes online, he can do so much, especially with a Maokai buying so much space for him. Now we are 20 seconds into this Herald, and we already see Sprint Axe trying to get control of the vision on the top side. They're pinging to go for Old Bojangles. Oh, Cactus is gonna get caught here. He managed to get the E. He gets a lot of damage. Storm the Bleach doesn't connect. He spoke. We see the rotation. The Gwen the bot side, the Trash and the Zai on the top side taking that turret. They haven't started. They're looking for a pick here. He takes what is mine. Obongo is gonna face Jack. He's gonna get blasted. He managed to dodge away. They get the turret, but Oh, that's good ult by Old Bojangles on the Zaya. They're doing a 2v3. They haven't pulled the feathers. Itaconic is here. He tried to pull and flash. Does get the Zaya out. Now Dracanis goes into it, takes what it's mine. Old Bojangles is trying to kite down Dracanis. Flash. Oh, flash W by the Maokai. He doesn't get it. Now he finalized the Zaya. He takes one of my kills Karma, getting a double kill. Itaconic tries to survive here. He pushes, he takes his mind back. He takes one his dashes in. There's no mana on this Maokai, and he's just walking away and is gonna try to chase him to the ends of Earth. He gets the triple kill non-official, and they can slowly rotate to a possible Herald here as they clean up the top side of the jungle. Now this is looking really rough from the side of LCEN Noir. They've been playing really well game 1, game 2, but now they're dropping the ball pretty hard. Um, Obo Jangles is not on a pick where he can just have somebody to play with him, being able to be more aggressive, um, not being able to punish the Nico, not being able to do much, and this top side is just super. Actually, top and bot is just super strong. Now getting caught again, your mom's OP, and he drops to Nico this time. Sprint X connects the hook, but falls back. Cactus connects and he gets damage, goes with the Hextech belt, but falls back. 1 and 6 of this guy is not having a good time at all. But to be fair, I don't think this karma really helped him much with what Kaisa wants to do. They tried to fix with a few things. They tried to fix with the Zir, with the Renekton, but I just think you lose so much potential on the Kaisa when you are not paired with something that engages to set up her for success on the fights. And it's a little surprising considering that Storm the Bleach has played mostly his matches on engaged champions like the Nautilus, which was open. Um, so I would like to know what they were thinking. Lufus is going on a 1v2, on a 1v3 here. Gets a good ult. Now Dracanis tries to fight. He gets chunked. He's gonna drop for the Ignite from Lufizzy. Nice hook into the Karma. Flashes away. Your mom's opinion doesn't die. Old Bojangles managed to have a good ult. Kills in. Cactus catches Karma. Insect by Azir with the Shurima's Drift. He managed to flash away, but Obongo just dropped. Double Q on the Zaya. Cactus now going for an execute, but no, he just shuts down for Azir. He didn't waste too much time. He drops, and it is a stop on this game. They're gonna go for tier 2 top. Gonna go a second Herald charge here. Sprint X trying to zone this Zaya, this Kaisa out. Oh, Dracanos, he TP'd in the flank. Old Bojangles gets. Oh, that was beautiful. He gets Lantern. The hook connects. He drops. Dracanos drops. 0-5 Renekton. 1-6 Zaya. Things are not looking good at all for the side of LCEN Noir. So only jungle and mid is able to keep up with the pace, keeping up with the gold, CS, but is not looking good at all for this team. Especially because they were so close from winning the series, so close. Like they had a good game 1. They were starting to win the fights on game 2 and playing like better the objectives, setting up objectives and everything. And that one final mistake at the end costing what could be the series as they're being dominated by Blood Moon. And now Blood Moon is just looking for a pick, looking to get some vision on this top side. We see Karma and Maokai trying to set up something. Azir's around, could be a 3v3, but now it takes towards my Gats here. It's a 4v. Oh, they got spotted. It was a 4. Now it's gonna become a 4v3 as they're gonna Sprint connects the hook. The TP is coming from Gwen. He falls back. He takes what it's mine, trying to do some damage. Azir tried to chuck them with two soldiers. They're still trying to do a dive as they wait for Azir's turret to go down. Oldbow, Jangles, it's here and they just fall. They just fall back. It takes what it's mine. I believe that's might be a Nico looking for a possible potential here. Yeah, it's a Nico goes in deep with Protobell. He catches it iconic. He gets killed. The Shurima shuffle goes deep, really good. Dracanos tries to catch it, takes his mind, doesn't get it. The hook connects. Oldboy Jingles gets the kill, a double into It iconic, and they will just go into Baron. Sprint Axe looking at Obongo. I'm sorry, I keep confusing Opo Jingles with Obongo. But really well played there. They're gonna secure the Baron play, and things are looking good. I don't know if they're gonna be going for the more risky play, which is gonna be pushing mid and try to end, or if they're gonna go with maybe a 1-4 or 1-3-1 kind of uh, play just to keep pressure on the sides, get more inhibitors. But I think if they just get a team fight in and they catch like 2 to 3 kills, they can probably push for the end. So let's see what they're gonna do. It's 2 minutes and 30. The hook connects on Sprint X, but there's nobody following him up. He's just being annoying on It iconic. When it's pushing top, we see Zaya mid, and we see two people bot. Oh, Drakena's getting some damage from the Nico that was disguised as a minion. Now we see a top and bot kind of siege here. Bot siege and top's pushing. Mid is it's resetted here. Iconics tried to maybe look for something in case they overextend. A zero, cleaning the waves as much as possible. Lil Fizzy maybe getting caught here, but Gwen is immune. LCEN trying here to find something, trying to find some space. They use Azir's turret to hold mid as much as possible. Ramones will be trying to take some damage. Gets. Oh, Divine Thunder is OP. That's what it is. One hit of that Divine Thunder and he chunked like 10% of Kaiser's life. The hook connects on It Iconic. He's gonna drop to Lil Fizzy as they get the inhibitor mid, and this probably is what they need to do to push for the end. No front line. Well, they have a Renekton, but they don't have. Oh, that's huge! Ult by Nico. Drakenos drops. Obongo has a nice Shurima shuffle. He's doing a lot of damage. Nobody's looking at him. Oh, the hook connects from his Sprint Axe. He's going to go for the kill, but nobody was looking at him as he was just shredding everybody. Everybody was focused on the Kaiser that is 3 and 7. Now Sprint Axe runs it down. What happened? Oh, Nico transformed into something. Yeah, okay. She transformed into the minion. I was like, where did she go? There's no Hextech gate there. They managed to get double Nexus turrets. Bot is also gonna drop soon here if they don't clean. It Nico is super low, but she's still looking for something. Now she's going for a reset. There's a third Drake coming in. They dropped a couple kills trying to get that end of game, but they're gonna reset, get that gold ingest. They just got so much gold out of this play. We see that now with Kraken completed and has a Zeal. Everybody's just pretty aggressive here. Death Cap almost completed on Gwen. Only the Wukong went to Hextech Flash. Received Sprint Axe. Tried going deep to get vision to be annoying with It Iconic here. He sees It Iconic walking away. Dracanis doesn't go deep because he doesn't know where Blood Moon is. Blood Moon completes, gets the Drake, and they're pinging. Fight in this mid lane. Go for the end. Push the end. They have a Gwen. They can do a 5v5 and just focus the next for the win, or just focus the fight and win. They can do anything they want. All the above options are good, especially when there's no Nexus turrets to be worried about. Yazir's turret drops here in the mid lane to hold. Oh, the hook connected on the Bogo, but the Sprint Axe did not went for it. They're waiting low fizzy here to push in bot to create some pressure. Now the turret goes down. Nico goes in. He gets 3-man ult. Goes really hard. The Wukong doesn't get another kill. Drakenus drops by Lil Fizzy. Flash by Taconic. Now that is game. A huge play by Cactus. 3-man ult. Your mom's OP drops. And Old Bojangles goes inside the fountain and dies. But Cactus and Lil Fizzy and Sprintax clears the game. That series. What a game. It's a almost like a reverse, well, not really a reverse sweep, but a reverse match here with Blood Moon coming from behind and coming back to seal the deal. Blood Moon 2, LEC Noir 1. Really a good game, good and clean game by Blood Moon on this series, on this game here. Series a little shaken, a lot of back and forth, game one and game two, but overall a good showing here on this last match of the day. As we see here on the results and damage charts and everything, 27k damage on the old Bojangles, doing a lot of damage on the Zaya. Nico had good moments, but not as much damage. It's a 26 minutes game, but it's still good damage overall. Low Fizzy 16. Itaconic did a good job, 12k damage. Tried to do his best. Obongo had a really good series. He bought as much time as possible. Kept in check in gold with with Cactus on the Nico, but it was not enough. He dealt a decent amount of damage, 15k damage, but your mom's OP didn't wasn't able to bring the Kai'Sa online with the AD build. Storm the Bleach wasn't able to do much with this Karma at all, and Dracanis, this last pick was bad. He was not able to do much. 0-8 and 2 to 20% kill participation. It's not what you want, but that's game. So congratulations to Bloodman boys. They get the win. They get, I believe. Let me check. Let me check. They go 6-0, match record, 12-2 game record. So a plus 10, well, yeah, plus 12, plus 12, 12-2, so plus 10. Um, I so with Omi Storm's forfeit of the league, Team Ambition Shogun is the second next team in line. So Blood Moon is sitting at a 6-0 record. Team Ambition Shogun is in a 4-2. Um, so regardless of what happens in the match, in the postponed match by Team Ambition Shogun and Eclipse Tide's Blood Moon, which will happen next Tuesday, Blood Moon cleans seed 1 on Void Group. So a good showing from the boys. They get the number 1 seed out of the group. Really, really big. And also, before we end for tonight, a big shout out for ET Penumbro. They played yesterday. They played it against Nix Esports. They guaranteed the win 2-0. And they clinched seed 5 out of the Shurima group, keeping them in with potential to go to playoffs. Now they're going to go play on qualifiers stage. So really, really excited for this for everyone. Blood Moon, Penumbro, shout out for everyone. Really good season so far, good showing so far, and I'm really excited to what comes next. Really excited to how these guys will do as playoff comes because now it's where you separate the men's from the boys, right? That's we are at that moment in time. So again, thanks everybody. It was lovely to have everyone here. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna send you guys. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just check if the match is over because I don't know if it's over. Yeah, looks okay. So yeah, it's over. So Aegis was they were streaming. It's over the game. So I'm gonna find another person to raid. So if you guys are interested in doing something else, watch something else, watch more League, just stay tuned. We'll be hosting someone shortly. So just go there, shout out to as soon as I find someone, obviously. But just try to be supportive to whoever we send you guys to, because other guys are trying their best to you know to get some visibility as well. So with all that said, we will end up um, we'll end for tonight. I wish everybody a good week, and we'll be back tomorrow with the AGL podcast with guests that I have to invite because I don't know yet who I'm gonna invite. So again, congratulations to everyone. Really well played for LEC Noir. I hope to see you guys next time, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks everyone.